We back, baby, back with another one because it's Steve and Laura time all the time. You know, go back and we looking at, you know, the love, all the good love and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we looking with Steve and Laura to see where the love go.
Mashed potatoes. Those mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You must apologize for the jello down your blouse.
Uh-huh. And again, look, we just have to wonder, why is Laura going to this level? Why is she stooping to Myra's level? Okay. Oh, there you go.
Gee, Laura, all this apologizing has probably made you very thirsty. How about a nice...
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bam! Laura straight baptized her with some ice cream. What is it? Cream. Both sides of her face. Smacked her upside the head with it. I think we know who the winner is on this one. This never gets... Oh, and then she gonna lick her fingers. Then she gonna lick her fingers. Laura, that's not how you baptize people. That's not how you baptize them.
Hi, Steve.
Steve has nerve.
Myra.
Bring Myra over to the house.
You get a call struck,
I won't back away from it.
I won't back away from it. But she backed away from it and she ready to fight. Laura already in formation. Bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? Myra, I keep trying to tell y'all, Myra's still trying to get her jacket off. Okay, so Laura could have straight knocked her all the way out and down. So it's a good thing that Steve kind of steps in right here because Myra don't know what she was about to get into. But again, I'm just gonna reiterate, why is Laura doing all this? She don't care about Steve, right? She don't love Steve. She don't want Steve, right? That's what people think.
Stop it, I say. Now this has gone far enough. Now look, this is a bizarre and twisted problem, and it requires a bizarre and twisted solution. Everything out in the open. So here's fair warning.
What?
I intend to remain friends with Laura.
Yeah.
And if she gives me the slightest inkling that I can win her heart, I'm gone, baby.
I'm gone, baby. So this is what I want us to look at too. You see in this situation again that a lot of us find ourselves in. You can see here that Steve and Laura are in complete agreement right now. You see Laura's stance? You see Steve's stance? And then look at Myra. Myra's, and then look at how, you know, Steve and Laura are standing right next to each other. Myra, you almost want to say by the, how do you feel, the feel of it, she across the street. You know what I'm saying? She across the street. You know, so this is what we have to see. And why I'm saying that is because you'll see time and time again, if you just pay attention, where Steve and Laura are in sync.
I understand. I accept those terms.
Oh, my God.
hey, I'm through.
Clearer, your decisions become easier. When your values become clearer, your decisions become easier. Because your values give you a revelation of who you are, but also who you not. And when you know who you are and who you not, you know who fit in your life and who don't. You able to say, this not a bad person, but it's bad for me.
I don't know how they did this. I don't know. I still wonder how they did that. Bro, man. Jaleel got a flexibility I don't think I've ever seen before. How in the world did they do that?
This bed is possessed.
Yeah, really. Something.
We just share.
Does shared carpet also make you crazy? Forget it, Steve.
Well, then where am I gonna sleep?
I don't know, and frankly, I'm tired of thinking about it, so why don't you just grab a blanket and go sleep in the bathtub?
Look, Steve, like, look, there is enough bed for both of us, okay? Come on now, Laura.
But Laura, this
Go!
Laura's like, nah.
the one who overslept Miss Rick Van Winslow. I tried to help you.
Ooh.
I know, don't interrupt me.
Oh.
Then I drove you here in my car. And were you pleasant company? No.
And he's in a gentleman's way. He's really going off on her. And I think this is important because of Laura's reaction. Let's look.
Then you broke my car, and it cost me every cent I got to fix it and rent this delightful room here at the Flea Bag Inn. I love you with all my heart, but just because you don't love me back doesn't give you the right to treat me like dirt. I'm a person, and I have feelings, and I demand to be treated with respect and dignity.
Ooh.
You're right.
What?
You're absolutely right. I'm the one who messed up. I'm really sorry, Steve. Will you forgive me?
You can clearly see, that Laura has more than friendship feelings for Steve, and that her feelings for him are very, very strong because of how quick she was willing to admit that she was wrong and that he was right and take his criticism.
You take the bed. I'll sleep in the tub.
Oh, hold it, Laura.
Yeah, he didn't mean it, Laura.
This is silly.
Yeah, he didn't mean that.
Now let's be adult about this. We have a double bed and 2 people. You sleep under the covers, and I'll sleep on top of the covers. And never the twain shall meet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's a deal.
Mm-hmm. It makes logical sense. Isn't it cute though that the first? But I mean, here again, Steve loves Laura so much that he's not trying to make moves on her. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to reassure her of that. Like, girl, I'm not. Look, I love you now. You look good, okay? But because Steve has always presented to Laura marriage, so Steve don't even want Laura like this. You know what I'm saying? He want that ring first, and then he handle it. But this is what I just thought is just so cute about this moment, and this is where Steve is raising the bar again so high. Doing is again, you're seeing, don't look at the word, but you're seeing the suitability of Steve and Laura even here. But what Steve is doing is he's raising the bar. Like not ever sit up here in this room alone, not try something with you. That's all you right there. You don't have to worry about it. I'm over here. You're so silly.
Let me ask you something. Why are you so upset that the guys know you're a virgin?
Laura, guys are expected to fool around.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that guys are supposed to have sex and girls aren't?
Well,
Because that will be the end of mankind.
Right. Boy, if this ain't preaching now. If it ain't preaching now, come on, Laura.
Eddie, why is it okay for me to be a virgin, but it's not okay for you?
well, because you're my sister.
Well, think about this. All those other girls out there are somebody's sister, too.
Pick your brain.
Pick away, baby.
Pick away, baby.
Well, you see, here's the skinny. I bought 2 tickets to a concert that Laura wants to go to and offered to take her as my, get this, a date.
So we got to look at this because it's actually this interaction that Mother Winslow has with Steve. It repeats itself. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
Well, no, it's not nice.
It's not?
Well, Laura doesn't want to date with me.
Are you sure?
Oh, positive. When I suggested it, her lovely eyes were momentarily clouded with nausea.
Sounds like Laura.
Should I use the tickets to get your gorgeous granddaughter to go to the concert with me?
Steve, I know the kind of person you are. And I just can't believe that you'd ever use blackmail.
So this is why you gotta have but she getting ready to lay it down right now with Mother Winslow. But this is why you gotta have elders and listen to the elders in your life. They know more than we do.
I was afraid you might say that. Well, there goes my date.
Oh, honey, give her time. She'll come round.
Yeah, well, I just hope she falls in love with me while I'm still young enough to do something about it.
Right. Steve talking about the wedding night, huh? Steve talking about the wedding night. But, what Mother Winslow just said, Mother Winslow, what she just said right there is so powerful. She said, give her time. We're talking about Laura at this point. This is season 2. Give her time. She'll come around, right?
Clever, Estelle.
So that pretty girl is Myra.
Yep.
Laura told me about her. She's the girl with a sick puppy?
No. Laura thinks Myra is a sick puppy.
Right.
that's just jealousy talking.
Oh gosh, I love this.
You see that?
But we're gonna point this out real quick, just what Steve just said there. Okay, so we're looking. Steve and Laura have grown now, and Steve knows that Laura cracking on Myra is jealousy. Okay.
Thing is, Myra is very voluptuous. And she uses her voluptuosity to try and get me volupted.
I think this is where I get my lingo from, Steve Urkel. We just be coming up with words, okay? They don't have to be in the dictionary for you to understand what they mean. Huh, Steve?
Well, Stan, I'm just as anxious as the next guy. But I want to wait.
Right.
I want my wedding night to be special.
Right. My advice to you is be true to yourself. Go with what you believe in.
Talk to us.
Now, if Myra can't support that, she is just not the right girl for you.
So now look, this is Mother Winslow. While when she said, wait, she'll come around. In a sense, that's what Mother Winslow is saying right here too, right? And when Myra's not willing to wait, she's just not the right girl for you. Think about it. She has not met Myra, so she doesn't know anything about Myra. Mother Winslow and Steve are both talking about Laura. Okay? Don't settle, right? If she's not on the same page as you, don't settle. Okay, if she's not basically in so many words, if she's not better than Laura, if she's not upgrading you, don't settle, because Laura's still out there.
Cool dude to run around and have careless sex with a bunch of women. It doesn't make you any cooler. The most important thing is obeying God and the laws that he has given us. In doing that, he will give to you that which you ask for. God tells us to go forth and be plentiful. Go forth and multiply. You can't do that without a wife. And so if you're a man of God, God promises to give you good things. So he will provide you with a wife, but first seek him.
Merry Christmas, Laura.
Here it is, y'all. Here it is right here. Here it is right here.
Emily! Steve, how did you ever find her?
Well, I went down to the dump. And I walked out. It only took me 16 hours.
So here's the thing. First of all, we got to look at with, oh my goodness gracious, what this scene here, is what Steve is always thinking. This is why some of y'all can take some notes from the Ark Man, right? Steve is trying to raise the bar so high for Laura that no dude will measure up. And he's being successful at it as we speak right now.
Steve, you did that for me?
Of course. I love you.
Steve, I thought this doll was gone forever. This is the best present you've ever given me. How can I ever thank you?
So this is what we got to look at here. Okay, Steve's part here. This is it, guys. This is the moment right here where I feel like they're, two hearts are one in this moment, right? Well, Steve, if you go look in the past with Steve, the way that he would say, I love you was not like this. His delivery on this was from everything in him. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at Laura, how you tell playful and stuff like that, and she's straight serious, that's when you know. And so this right here to me is what changed the whole trajectory of Laura's heart for Steve, because he raised the bar so high that no dude is ever gonna measure up. Look. Look at that hug. And so look, this, how tight she's hugging him, right? Let's remember, this is the Lord that barely would give him hugs. So now she's hugging him so tightly. And let's remember, and I thought this was brilliant by the writers. Do you see, Steve? He stank. He stank a dank, right? Everything that don't smell good is what he smelled like right now. And Laura does not care. I wanted you to see this is a turning point for Steve and Laura and for Laura's heart.
For you. Somebody just say that. God wants relationship for me. That's healing for somebody. No. You need to say it again. God wants relationship for me. He does. He wants you to be in a marriage that works. That is surrounded by love, honor, respect, and fun. The first three, I know. But my God is a redeemer. Our God is a redeemer. So whatever was broken, whatever was messed up, whatever was jacked up, God says, I'll take all of that if you'll allow me to, and I'll work it for your good.
And the love journey to true love, and I wanted to look back at this scene here because, when Steve tells Myra, what it is, that I'll date you while I'm in love with her and while I'm waiting for her. A lot of people thought that was insensitive of Steve and doggish and whatever you want to call it. And actually, it isn't. He is being upfront with her. More people need to be like that. More people need to be upfront like this. Less feelings will get hurt, because here's the thing that we have to, understand that, people saying, which is okay, I'm gonna be cool because I almost got upset. People say oh, when he kissed Laura, he was cheating on Myra. Stop it. It's not a God thing. In God's eyes, you are single until you are married. And then when you are married, you are supposed to honor that covenant, right? You're supposed to stay faithful, loyal, love. There's supposed to be security. That's where you find faithfulness. That's where you find love. That's where you find your security, your comfort, these things. That's when you get, the wedding bed. You know what I'm saying, right? That's when all of that is supposed to take place. But we want to get all of that now outside of marriage. And all I'm saying is, cool, do what people gonna do it. People gonna people, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they do. But all I'm saying, as believers, and as Christians, the only time that God indicates cheating is in marriage. Okay. So when you look at it with Steve and, Steve and Laura, they get their little, they kiss a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A covenant of any type of relationship until you're married. Other than that, you are single. So this is what we need to remember, about when it comes to this, and people saying that this is most ridiculous. Laura was cheating on Stefan. You know, they're single. That's why you're single, to figure yourself out, to figure out where God is leading you, right? So Steve is with Myra, but God is leading him to Laura. And that's okay, because nobody's married. There ain't no babies involved. God is not against us in, pleasure. God's created a lot of things for us to enjoy pleasure, but just in, the parameters and what he sets for us, and it's for our protection, so I just wanted to say that, because it's like Steve and Laura kind of get a bad rep. Oh, they look like they were kind of, Steve was, didn't do Myra right. No, Myra didn't do herself right. Don't put that on him. Myra didn't do herself right. Steve is allowed, if it wasn't even Laura and he walked outside and there was some other girl and he liked her, when he has the right, the man is single, right? Ready to mingle. All of them are single. Unfortunately, we do not get to see Steve and Laura's wedding. I'm sorry. The anger. I'm sorry. It came out again. Forgive me. We didn't get to see Steve and Laura's wedding, but they even Steve and Laura engaged. Okay. I love Steve and Laura. Even when Steve and Laura got engaged, they were still single until they got married, and if we start to understand that and take all the pressure off relationships before marriage, there'd be less people walking around hurt. You know what I'm saying? God knows what he's doing, guys. Love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.
I'm going to talk about all this, but what I want you to realize more than anything, if you're in this room and you're not married, so you're still single if you're engaged. Still single. You're still single if you're dating. You're still single if you're courting. You're still single if you're single. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're still single.